Continue.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go. Godzilla full review.
We're the continuity crew. As always, I'm Will. That's when, and we're just hopping back right where we left off from our other Godzilla review. We're going more in depth here, so just if you hadn't seen the other one, go watch that one. If you haven't seen this one, go back to that one. Do whatever.
If you just want to watch something quick, we do have a quick review. Well, we thought about the movie, but here are the things that we liked more and we didn't like.
Yes.
So I guess that makes sense.
So I guess we'll give a little synopsis.
It's Godzilla
monkey
versus Kong fighting.
Nuke lizard, angry. Grr.
And then
there's human exposition that if you care about that.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's self-explanatory. It's
really
right there
is.
in the title, Godzilla versus Kong, plus featuring Mechagodzilla.
Featuring Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, I guess we should have called spoilers on that.
Oh, yeah.
Because we did it in the new video.
I feel like, to the people who already seen it, already know.
Yeah.
They already knew.
Oh, man. Well, I had already seen... So, like, the movie came out, like, a week ago on Twitter. Not on Twitter. On, like, other countries.
Yeah.
And so, a lot of stuff was coming out on Twitter. I saw whole fight scenes. But, like, seeing it on the big screen, man, just did it justice, man. Oh, it's so much better.
I bet it is. I bet it's better than watching it on TV.
Yeah.
Honestly, the focus for the whole movie was Kong.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was the one thing that I kind of was like, how are they going to go from here to here and then go to here?
I know. Yeah. Like the storytelling, like why? So they go to Hollow Earth is a big thing. And that's like Kong and Godzilla's home technically, because that's where all the Titans originated. And Kong, like, I was like, how are they going to get to Kong?
From Kong Island.
Kong to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
To... like fight Godzilla, because there was only like 20 minutes left in the movie, and I was like, well, what's gonna happen? And Godzilla literally breathes the hole into the earth with his atomic breath, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, they go from Antarctica to Hong Kong, and that was something I didn't expect.
Yeah,
I was just kind of like, okay, now we're in Antarctica, so are they gonna teleport there? Is there like something that we don't know? And then he just shows up in like the middle of the city.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, that's one thing. Let's talk dislikes. Let's talk human stuff. Stupid and incoherent as more than most movies.
You want me to be specific?
Yeah, go for it.
That is Australian kid, bro.
I know that whole like section is like just to push like Millie Bobby Brown's character, and he's the kid from Deadpool 2, isn't he?
Yeah.
And then Bernie. Yeah, his character. They are literally just to push along the villain's plot. I think they were just there to reveal it and then like do something about it just a little bit. Just like it's literally all they did to influence the fight was pour that dude's drink, and then like it stalled Godzilla or Mechagodzilla for like 1 second, and then they're right back to the fight,
which I think was kind of stupid.
It was
because it said like the uplink disconnected or whatever, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's disconnected. So how the fuck how are you gonna like stop it from there? I think that whole thing with Millie Bobby Brown and Bernie and them, it was so pointless.
It was just to keep the Millie Bobby Brown's character around, because I'm sure they want to continue this franchise with her, probably.
Yeah. I think
I'm fine with. Her in this movie was awful. I'm like straight up just bad. Yeah. Her in King of Monsters was actually pretty good. I felt like, even though that movie was awful and like the human stuff I hated, still felt like she was good.
Yeah. I do feel like the movie is self-aware to the fact that they didn't want that many human stuff.
Yes.
So they literally just give them an exposition dump in like the middle of it. For example, the whole thing with Kong and like they're gonna go to the center of the earth or whatever. Let me go back. They were on the boat, and then literally they just say it out loud, like, why do we just bring him there?
Yeah.
Like normally you'd have like, okay, they would give hints like how we're gonna bring him there. But
there's very much just like, oh, now we're here. Now, like one was like, oh, how does Kong feel about heights? And then they just kind of like show him being carried off. And so it's very like, it was very, not the I guess the pacing was weird. I guess that's what you would say. But it also just like, they didn't waste any time. And
No. Yeah.
it was a good thing. But movie-wise, I guess it's a bad thing. But again, this is exactly what it needed to be. So I commend it for that.
Surprisingly, at this point, I'd be harping about the people and like their acting and shit.
Yeah.
But honestly, I didn't care so much because like I just thought it was cool to see Kong.
Oh, I know.
Negative. Here you go. I don't know if they have like I don't know if they know the scale for Kong because like he looks like he's small in the boat, and then
a lot of the scaling, I will say, only for Kong though. I mean, Godzilla wasn't there as much, so maybe that's why that Kong had so much more screen time. But his scale definitely did feel off a couple times. Like when they go to Hollow Earth, a little, because I mean, he technically is supposed to almost look normal size there because that's like his home.
Yeah.
But it was like when they were cutting back to the people, it seemed a little off if he was kind of in the side view or something. So
if you like think about it from the boat and then to the city, he looks like he's as tall as like 50 to like 100 stories tall.
Yeah.
But on the boat, he looks like
they're supposed to be both like 400 feet tall, I think was like the dimensions or whatever.
It didn't feel like that at all.
Well, Godzilla I felt like did.
Yeah.
But Kong felt like he would shrink and like.
Yeah. And Godzilla was more consistent, and like.
Yes.
Kong was just like, okay, well, he's doing this, so he's this tall. But then when he's like doing something else, he's this small.
Yes.
And he just felt so much smaller when he's around people.
Yes.
But when he's like against Godzilla,
yeah.
like,
well, even when he was, but then when he'd go up, they were fighting Mecha Godzilla. He felt even smaller, and maybe the scale was good because of that, because Mecha Godzilla was bigger than both of them. But I don't know. It did feel off. I will say the scaling even, but
I think that's the thing that bothered me so much about the movie. But like that, but you know that even though that was throughout the movie, I still enjoyed the fight.
Oh yeah, the last 20 minutes are incredible. Well. Let's let him. Who won? Who do you? Godzilla won. Yeah. Straight up. I was hoping Kong would kneel, but no, they just brought him down to Hollow Earth at the end. But like, Godzilla won. That's my boy.
Honestly, I thought like, okay, so the reason why I thought Kong was gonna win is because they were gonna do the Hollow Earth stuff, but I thought he was gonna find that temple or some sort of temple, and he was gonna wear a crown or some shit and like some armor.
Which he kind of did. He's definitely king down there. So I guess they're splitting the Earths up. This entire movie, though, I will say, man, I wish Mothra could see this. I miss Mothra.
Rip.
Man, like Mothra's such an important character. I will say I don't know what they call it. They released the name, but the two things that Kong fights once they go down into Hollow Earth, they reminded me a lot of Batra, which is like a bat Mothra. Yeah. They looked very, very like kind of similar, I guess. Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Kind of maybe a good homage to it, but
didn't even realize that. Yeah. Huh. I think the whole like world and design for it was very interesting.
It felt very, I don't know. It seems like a lot of rules, or like anything could happen there essentially.
In my mind, like normally if we did a react to it, like a watch through, immediately I would be like, technically they would be crushed.
No, they had the heaves or whatever.
Whatever.
The heaves. Because what's it that the daughter of the villain was like, it's a heave.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
She was. She just got squeezed.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about this movie. It's like if they didn't like anyone, they just kill them.
Oh yeah. Oh, but the amount of they killed probably about 500 million people in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Godzilla. That's one thing. The destruction of the buildings and everything was just like there was no holding back.
No.
At all. And it's like that's probably what more realistically would happen with these monsters. Hopefully.
I feel like
not hopefully, but.
I feel like this movie wanted to be R-rated but couldn't cross that line.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, because like I think that if they could change, I know they can, but if they change like the color of the monster, the snake monster looking thing, like when Kong ripped them apart, if that was red, that would have definitely been R-rated. And like if any other thing, for example, like Kong, just like his arms.
Oh man, that'd be so cool. Well, they kind of do that in the originals. Like Godzilla gets like pretty messed up, and there's blood coming out or whatever. I wish that would be kind of cool to see a more violent one.
Yeah, it would be interesting. It'd be fun to see Godzilla just rip Kong apart.
Just rip him in half. I mean, that's what would happen.
Yeah, that is what would happen. But yeah, that's pretty much why I thought, like why Kong was. I thought he was gonna win because I thought he was gonna get an armor like.
That would have been cool though. I do like how I guess we can assume his axe that he gets and I thought that was gonna be more of a plot point, but it's literally he finds it, picks it up, and he's like, okay.
There were more on the ground.
Well, yeah. But I guess we can assume those are like other Godzilla spikes. And like then that's why it can conduct the energy, which I thought was so cool. And if they're gonna continue with the MonsterVerse, I guess pretty cool.
Yeah,
Godzilla and Kong, like that war. I want to see the entire movie. I don't care if they don't talk. I want to see it. Do it like a mini series or something. I don't know.
I thought it was very funny that they could just put the axe on there and just charge.
Oh yeah,
it's like an iPhone charger.
Just they had remote charging before like we did.
I don't know if you noticed this, but while they were charging it, the pattern
that was
the blue,
yeah. I remember seeing that in the trailer.
Yeah, these creatures are pretty smart. The King Kong ones. Because they built that shrine-looking thing, and they built that towers and stuff.
So I wonder if like the Godzillas were like parasites. Were they the bad guys, or were they just kind of both intelligent? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but
if this was DC, Kong and like their people would be like they would have like a war, and they would like have like a full group, and then Godzilla would have a full group. Godzilla's the king. I've been watching way too much of the Justice League stuff on DC, on HBO Max, the animated series.
Well,
what else can we say about the movie?
I think the CGI was great. I was honestly kind of surprised by how good it was. I was expecting a little less.
It was too much like Transformers to me, but yeah.
The destruction like looked great, and I want more. I mean, I waited like 2 years for this movie.
What do you mean?
Because King of Monsters came out 2019. So I waited.
Oh yeah, it did, and then they teased that last part with the dragon or the.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset with that. That's what they did with Ghidorah's head. Oh, I was hoping they'd make a Mecha Ghidorah, which has been in the movies. Like that would have been cool.
It technically is.
It technically is. Okay, is that what we're supposed to assume though?
I think so.
Which I think that's cool. I do think that is pretty cool. But like I wish we had like the full. Well, then where's the dude, the bad guy from King of Monsters?
Which one?
The guy who buys the head. It's his name. He's one of the. He's in
Was he one of the military people?
He's in Game of Thrones. He's Tywin Lannister. That's all. I don't know. But he was in it, and like he buys the head at the end, I'm pretty sure. And so now he's just not here, I guess. I bet the whatever guy, the Mexican guy or Latin guy was supposed to be him, but they couldn't.
They can get him.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe they have like an ultimate version of this movie.
Maybe
it does feel like it though.
It seems like there could have been more stuff or stuff that was left on the cutting room floor, but I'm not really out crying for it. This is what it needed to be.
Yeah. How long was this movie?
Hour 58.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah, if they cut out the Millie Bobby Brown parts, I think the movie would have been fine.
Yeah. It's just literally just to push exposition. So, but anyways, rating out of 10 win.
I think I'll give this movie a 6 to 7 in critique.
Critique, yes. I'm giving it a 5.
Okay, yeah, that's a fair.
Yeah, one. But enjoyment, honestly, like
7 or 8,
a 9.
Oh, okay, wow.
I would give it a 10, but man, the people stuff was so bad. Like it was as bad as King of Monsters, but it was more fun. I'll give it that. But it was just so dumb. Like
someone at Warner Brothers right now is like, okay, we got rid of a bunch of people and the time for it. What do you want us to do?
You can't make me happy, man. Hey, so average that, you get a 7.5.
Yeah,
I'll give it a 7.5. Yeah. Movie, like, yeah.
It's better than that girl.
Yep. Hey.
And that girl was in it.
Which girl?
The daughter. That was her. That's a girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. I forgot about that. That's great. Anyways, though.
She's a good, bad bitch.
She is.
She's kind of cute.
No. She's hot.
She is hot. With that being said, yeah, that was a video.
That's our Godzilla versus... I had to think about the title. Godzilla versus Kong. Full review. Thank y'all for watching. Like I said, if you watch this one and want to see our shorter review, go check out the other one.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe.
I'm sure you're already too far to watch it.
Oh, well, it's too late. Well, more content. Go look at it.
Yeah, for sure.
We've been the Continuity Crew. I'm Will. Win.
Hungry.
Comment, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. We love movies. We love y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Bye.